Hello traders, this is Rich from TradeSight. This is a look at our proprietary scans of our leading stocks for the coming session. This is going to be for 6/21/2013. This will be the Friday of the quadruple expiration for this quarter. Got a very negative day going into tomorrow. We're down 350 handles on the Dow and 43 on the on the ES side. So a lot of pressure on the market, but we're not getting a whole lot of sell signals. So you can see we do have some sell signals here. Got a few downside CPS conditions, but at the same time we do have some differential buys. So it's not completely universal. As far as the volume goes, there's some decent volume, but it's not super heavy. Got volume bumps in Google, Juniper, and Win. We played Win short today. That's working out really well. Win actually does have a downside CPS condition, so that would be something you could consider holding over, breaking down out of a long-term pattern there. SanDisk and Netflix both have VWAP deviations to the downside, showing extreme weakness this afternoon. Here's where we're starting to see a little bit more of a leaning here. That's in the financials. Got pretty much CPS signals to the downside across the board. There's a couple of camouflage buy signals, but these are all pretty strong signals. We do have a fair amount of volume bumps here in the financial patch. Moving on to the energy names, mostly CPS signals here. It's not universal. It's about half the names. We do have a volume bump and a signal in Valero, and a volume bump in BP, and also a signal. So those are definitely names that I would be focusing on tomorrow. Now the generals, again, are a little bit more paired off. We do have some sells and some buys. Best Buy is very weak. Downside CPS condition, and also a VWAP deviation more than 2% below the day's VWAP. Hewlett Packard has a downside CPS signal and also a VWAP deviation to the downside. Housing is very weak today. You can see, look at DHI is 8% below the day's open and a volume bump, so really weak. A lot of volume in Toll Brothers, 4% below the day's open. Hovnanian, similar performance, and the Hovnanian does have a downside CPS. As far as the transports, fair amount of volume, not really too much here in the way of signals. Dry ships, I keep it up here just because I like watching it. Low price stock, it does have a downside CPS. Commodities, very weak today. Newmont's getting killed with a volume bump, has a downside CPS. Pot and U.S. Steel all to the downside here. Silver Wheaton is just getting thrashed, 5% below the day's open and 3% below the day's VWAP. This is definitely, this and housing are the two weakest sectors today by far. All right, folks, remember tomorrow's triple witching, so we're going to have a barbell volume again tomorrow. Big volume on the open, a little less during the middle of the day, and then big volume again on the closing prints. So be prepared for that, and good trading to you tomorrow. And this has been Rich for TradeSight. Thanks for listening.